we have to talk about this because there's a couple on the internet, right?
Which one?
And the guy is gay.
And they're married?
But he married a woman. Right, who's straight.
I think I've heard this.
And so they've been doing their thing, right? So this is a guy talking about the couple first, okay? So let's look at this first.
Why I am gay and not bisexual for the 50,000th time.
I give so much credit to this content creator who is a gay man who married a woman. They're monogamous. They have a full relationship in the bedroom and otherwise, and he's still gay. What he's trying to say, and what I've been trying to say in all my videos, is your orientation is not based on a behavior. So he can still have his person. It's like gay plus one, they call it sometimes. But it's a mixed orientation marriage. And it doesn't mean that he's going to cheat, that they're going to eventually divorce, that eventually there's going to be some kind of other problem that come up from this. It's what it is for the person. This dovetails into my straight men who hook up with men. They're not gay, they're not bi. They're having transactional activity that brings them pleasure that has nothing to do with the attraction for them to the man. So it's so nuanced, and some people are just never going to get it. They can't wrap around.
Homeboy, let me just tell you all something right out the gate.
That's like the
I need y'all to listen to something. I need to spread the word. If you're a man and you're laying pipe on another man or you're taking pipe from another man, you are gay. Why are you gay? You are gay. Why are you gay? Okay.
You are gay.
I'm just saying, that's just my take on it. I don't know how you all feel.
And I don't, he was like, you're not attracted, you are attracted to them or you wouldn't have sexual activities with them. So
I got piped down by the football team yesterday, but I'm straight because I love women. Cat is my favorite, but sometimes every now and then I take a few swords.
Oh yeah, is he a doctor? He's a doctor? Is he Jewish?
I don't know what that is on his
wrist. The Star of David?
Yeah.
That's crazy, yeah.
I don't know that y'all can tell this homeboy. What's up with Tropically? She's back. I ain't seen you in a while at Tropically. Good to see you here. Okay, how you all selling this now? Sorry, the gay content right on the gate. Mr. Calito, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what's going on, all right? I'm just saying, this argument, I don't know if this holds water. You could try to sell them, but that doesn't work. What do you think?
No, that's not how it works. That's just not how. And actually, if you still have sex with your female wife, you are bisexual.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Are they like trying to redefine?
Okay, so let's find this dude's page, okay?
Okay.
Because he has some interesting shit on his page.
Because he's gay or just in general?
I mean, he's what do you Brittany got words of wisdom. I always like to listen to what Brittany's have to say.
What'd she say?
Brittany said, I had sex with 20 people yesterday. I'm still a virgin. She might have, she might have actually done it. Brittany, what's the most people you've ever had sex with at one time?
Oh my God. You don't have to answer that, Brittany.
No, she might answer because she's told us other stuff that fucking way worse than that. Okay?
Oh, you went to the doctor's page.
Britt, what would your answer to that be? What's the most people you've ever had sex with at one time? One time? Just two. Okay, cool. And for you, it would have been like, what, 3, 4, 5?
Five.
5?
No.
5? 4
Maybe
dudes?
2.
4 dudes?
2.
Damn. You ever been with 2 dudes at once?
No.
Damn. No. Is that a thing that you'd like to do?
Is that on my bucket list? Not with you.
Oh, but I wasn't even volunteering. I love how she just pulled that in there,
Well, because
right?
he thinks that I'm attracted to him. He's
All
like,
women are attracted to me. Now shut the fuck up.
You
and let's
sound like
focus on other
Elon
things.
Musk. Oh my God.
Okay. I see all these girls in the chat weak in the knees, but we're not going to discuss that right now, okay?
No.
So I'm just saying.
It's not on the bucket list, no.
Would you be open to that, though?
Probably not.
Why?
It's too much. I don't know.
Too much?
I'd rather be with a girl. That would be my. I've had that 3 times.
Everybody Eiffel Tower now. You might as well get in on that.
Why? Because of Sabrina Carpenter?
Even before. That's where Sabrina Carpenter got it from because it's a trend now.
It's not a trend. It's
Eiffel Tower,
not a trend.
Eiffel Tower is trending right now.
Eiffel Tower is not trending. Are you gonna hashtag Eiffel Tower?
Half the chat been Eiffel Tower last night, okay?
Oh my God.
I remember the good old days when you mentioned Eiffel Tower and you're talking about France. Eiffel Tower, yeah, I've seen it. You know what I mean? That don't even mean that shit no more. You know what I mean? Damn. What the hell's wrong with y'all?
That's crazy.
Okay. Did you ever meet my friend? I can say her name. Who would? Yeah.
Who would what?
She was having sex with the host 4 different, right? Okay. She was having sex with the host 4 different houses. We would party hop in the hills, and every time she disappeared, she was having sex with the host, with the house. 4 different houses.
Oh my God!
4 different houses. Jesus Christ, Britt. The thing with Brittany that's so sweet, right, is she has interesting friends. If you could keep up with that. See, I can't keep up with that.
You can't even keep up with our friends.
I think her friends are exponentially fucking
Probably.
wilder. Like her shit's wild.
That was
when Brittany
crazy.
come with a fucking story, it's a fucking story. You know what I mean? And see, I know she ain't bullshitting, because this is even before OnlyFans. Like the girls she was rolling with, like some of them were fucking wild.
Crazy.
Dog. Oh my God. That's why I had good vlogs, because she'd come over like, the way it was, if you do Tipsy Bartender, you have access to the alcohol. You can come drink, right?
Yeah.
Maybe just don't drink the fucking $200 tequila, but drink whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
So they come in before they go out to work, doing their little hosting jobs and stuff like that. She bring all these girls over, you
And
know.
they're crazy.
Yeah, dude. So there's nights I've been at home, you know, like literally Brittany would have like 5, 6 girls there. And then sometimes I have my friend Emily, she'd stop by with a friend or 2. So there's nights I had like 8, 9, 10 girls in the fucking house. I'm not even joking. I'm not like.
And they were all attracted to you? And that never happened? Like all of it?
Okay,
Wow.
here's the kicker.
So attracted
Here's
to
the
you.
kicker where people get Tipsy Bartender wrong. They assume that if a bunch of girls over, I'm out there flirting, right?
No, because you think
I'm not even there. I'm in the room on the computer trying to edit the shit. Because I'm thinking about the business. I ain't give a fuck about them. Like I might come out there, shoot a couple videos, and then I'm in the bedroom fucking like editing and shit like that. So I leave them out there. You know what I mean? So half the time you see in videos, I'm not even fucking like there.
There, yeah.
Well, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so going back to this, right? So let's look at this dude's page now.
The doctor.
Not the doctor.
The gay couple.
The couple.
The gay straight bi couple.
Yeah, the couple, okay? Let me see if I can pull this up for you all. Come on now. Okay. Okay, hold on.
A mixed orientation relationship.
Okay, hold on. Let's pull this up so they can see this, okay? I think they're already married, so just be aware of that. Okay, let's see. All right, here goes. You ready? Mm-hmm. Let's listen to this shit. Come on now, refresh.
I'm gay and I'm marrying this woman, and we're in a mixed orientation relationship. And today we want to talk about mixed orientation relationships in pop culture and in film, musicals, any sort of representation or the lack thereof. Most notably, in
A mixed orientation religion,
mixed
Bambi.
orientation relationships were kind of kept on the down low. But Judy Garland and Vincenti Minnelli, who are the parents of
Okay,
Liza Minnelli.
He's saying mixed orientation relationship, just so y'all understand what he's saying, okay? Let me just take this back a little
Judy
bit.
Garland and Vincenti Minnelli.
Meaning straight and gay, okay? So let's go back a little bit.
Relationships were kind of kept on the down low, but Judy Garland and Vincenti Minnelli, who are the parents of Liza Minnelli, were in a mixed orientation relationship. Unfortunately, their marriage didn't last very long.
But
That
interestingly enough,
was a different time.
Liza Minnelli's character in Cabaret, Sally Bowles, is in a mixed orientation relationship with Cliff, who is an openly gay man.
And this is probably the most prominent and really the only notable characters that are in mixed orientation relationships in film or
That's a
musicals
woman.
that
That's a
we
woman,
can even
entropically.
think of.
Right.
People compare
She's
it
a
to
real
Will and
woman.
Grace a lot,
I don't like
but
this.
that really isn't our dynamic because they weren't in a relationship. They just lived together. And recently I found out that the Ethan Coen, the film director of the Coen brothers,
That's the
is in a
loudest
mixed
it could go.
orientation
It's
relationship with
hold
his
on, let me
wife,
see.
who is a lesbian, and she just wrote his most recent film. They collaborated on.
I got it at its loudest. Because there's no volume thing on TikTok. Or maybe I could turn it up a little bit. Oh, let's see.
On it about a lesbian relationship. So I thought it was fascinating that they came out with this dynamic together. And we want to be the face of this sort of dynamic in history because we just think it needs to be out there.
And we are two people who entered this relationship accepting and knowing each other's sexual preference, and it hasn't hindered our ability to have an extremely successful and healthy relationship. And we want to advocate for those of you out there who may be in these relationships.
Absolutely, because it needs to be talked about and represented.
Damn, I need me a stud. I need to date a stud.
I'm marrying this woman, and we're in a mixed orientation.
No.
Hi, I'm Samantha, and
Okay,
I'm
let's just listen to this last one.
a gay man.
Hi.
Today we're going to answer a question that many of you are curious about. Yes, we are intimate.
Yes.
And we're going to tell you the tale about the first time we were intimate.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Spicy.
So, you know, if you've been with us, that I went to an energy healer at the recommendation of a friend. The friend who told me to go to this energy healer was Dylan Mulvaney, and I was doing a play.
In case you wondered who Dylan Mulvaney is, that's the chick with Bud Light who got Bud Light canceled. You
Yeah.
remember all the shooting of Bud Light?
Yeah.
That's a friend.
in San Diego at the time.
I like the way she
And
says it, too, like
Dylan's
it's a
father
flex.
graciously housed me throughout the contract because he's the best. And so the timeline of this was the summer that I was living there, and Jacob was living in LA, and after
They
I
live
texted
here?
him, he decided to come down and see my play that weekend.
That's
And
romantic.
That's a
then
woman.
He came over to where I was staying.
It is some
which
white people's
was
shit.
Dylan's dad's house. And
No, it's not. That's a woman.
he
Late
Looks like a
horizontal.
man.
And from then on, it gets too graphic for TikTok. But we want to acknowledge that Dylan has been an amazing person in our lives, and it inspired us to share on TikTok and do TikTok at all. And it's just been so lovely.
And I honestly don't know if I would have had the balls to tell Jacob my feelings had
Balls.
I not gone to that energy healer and also had Dylan there to support me while I was bravely texting Jacob. So, thanks, Dylan.
Oh, God.
Hi.
Okay, that's wild. It's wild.
Okay, wait. Can I say something?
What?
I don't like it because you want to know what? They're not doing something. All those people they named that were married to gay men is because they weren't socially allowed to be gay. That's why they were married to women.
Yeah.
They weren't. So they're not doing anything new. They're just trying to like.
The question I care about is, are they both dividing the bills, or which person is taking care of it for the
I know it
arrangement?
seems like a business deal. It does not seem
They probably like each other though.
like yeah, they can be friends.
I don't know. They have good energy together, good chemistry.
I also feel like we're gonna find out she's a dude.
No, that's a woman. That's a woman. Like her breasts look like fucking like
Fake.
No, you could tell they real.
How?
They got movement to them.
Okay.
You ever see fake breasts? Them fuckers don't
Yeah,
move.
that's true.
You ever see fake breasts? They look at you and they're like, "Rah," okay? You know what I mean?
Why do you make them sound so angry?
No, I'm just saying. In China invade, we put a line of fake breasts there, and whatever they shoot at us just repel. Bah, 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 bah,
Oh my
bah, you know?
God.
I'm just saying. I always think defense first. Okay, all right.